AITAH for telling my sister my feelings about her have not changed after she confronted me for telling her fiancé the truth. 7 years ago, my sister had an affair with my ex-husband. We were still married at the time, I believed happily, and she was his mistress. I caught them together and banished both of them from my life. I divorced him. I told her to get away from me, and the two of them stayed together for a couple of years and had a child. My sister tried to reconcile with me 5 different times. I rejected her and told her I would never forgive her for what she did, and I did call her some names and wish for some bad things to happen to her, i.e., I wished for him to cheat on her and to destroy her life like they did mine. And I told her she'd deserve it all, and not to cry to me if she caught anything off of him. I actually did a full STD/STI panel after finding out he'd been cheating on me with her. I was negative, but you can never be too careful, and he never denied there being more. I have been 100% no contact with my sister since, and I never met her child, not even when ex cheated while she was pregnant and she ended up homeless. I told our family members I would not accept being around her. A couple of weeks ago, this guy reached out to me. He's engaged to my sister and was mad I wasn't there to meet him at the dinner my parents hosted to meet him for the first time. He said my sister was so upset, etc., that she had wanted me to forgive her, etc., that he felt I was shitty to be mad at her dating an ex of mine. I corrected him and said she was his mistress, that I was married to him, still actively married when they had an affair, and I told him I caught them in my home and my bed. He didn't reply. Several days afterward, my sister showed up and was pissed off at me for telling him what I did because he left her. She told me I should be willing to put the past behind us and reconcile, and to stop treating her like she's a criminal or evil. She said I act like she repulses me. I told her because she does, and I told her my feelings had not changed at all in 7 years. She cried and told me one of us could die, and we'd never reconcile if I'm not willing to try, and I said I would not care. I told her she could die tomorrow, and I would not regret my decision not to reconcile. I told her I no longer cared what happened to her, or if she was okay or not. She left in tears. My parents were so angry, she confronted me. They had already been disgusted with her being the other woman, but to confront me for correcting her lie, they said it showed she had not grown at all. While my aunt told me I had no need to be so cruel after time had passed. She told me I'm treating my sister worse than she treated me, and that I should be ashamed of myself for saying I wouldn't care if she died because it's an evil thing to say to anyone, let alone family. AITAH